JS Group Suite at Channel Partners Conference in Las Vegas. This is Dina Moskowitz here with another episode of Ecosystem Chronicles. And in this one, I'm excited about it because we're talking about the paradigm of the 20% of partners driving 80% of the revenue and how that era is over, or at least we're trying to get it to be over by offering some really interesting partner intelligence and partner discovery tools. And here to talk about this crazy paradigm shift and the challenges that we faced in the past is someone that I really have been enjoying working with lately. Her name is Kerry Desberg, and for those of you who don't know her, she is a top-notch CMO. She's the fractional CMO and an advisory board member to Partner Optimizer. She has been a CMO of SaaS companies for many years, before it was even called SaaS. She's a 30-year veteran in marketing and has been the CMO of InPartner, one of the channel's leading partner relationship management platforms. And Kerry has experienced firsthand these challenges and watched customers of hers in the past experience these challenges over and over again. And so, Kerry, I'm really excited to have you on this program and to talk a little bit more about how you see things shifting as a result of new modern technology.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm completely excited to be here because 75% of revenue goes through the channel.
Right.
And that is just an absolutely huge revenue stream for most companies. And yet, for the longest time, Dina mentioned I've been in the channel for a long time with partners and partner, and you sit at the crossroads of so many channel programs. And the reaction to 20% of partners deliver 80% of revenue is a long-standing reaction that hasn't changed. Like, yeah, that's the way it is. It's just the way it is. And it's terrible. And so many folks would say, oh, if only we could get the next 20% of partners to deliver as well as the first 20% of partners. And it's just been this resignation that that's the way it is. And you know what? It has been that way for a really simple reason. And that's because there has not been technology that has been robust enough to truly grok all of the thousands of business attributes, thousands and thousands of business attributes that really tell you why your ideal partner profile is your ideal partner profile. So for decades, we've been where we've been, and that paradigm has stayed the same because you're relying on a handful of firmographic or technographic information that comes from ZoomInfo or Cognism, or you're buying lists, or you're looking at who do I know, not who can I grow with. And those are not bad tools, but they're made for direct sales. And so if you really want to be able to dig in and truly understand who your MVP is, you need to use current technology to be able to have a different result. So strangely, the reason that I'm sitting here with Dina is I have been in the channel for a long time, and I was on a sabbatical to take care of a family issue with my mom. She's great now. And I ran into Dina last year at this show, and we started talking, and she's like, hey, is there any way we could work together? And I'm like, yeah, there is. And I'm so excited about that because we are in an inflection point in technology. And if you were on any earlier episodes today, you were listening to Allison Bergamo talk about AI and what is happening. And as all the dust is settling and the gold is starting to shine through, and we can see technologies that really make a difference. And, Partner Optimizer's partner intelligence platform for ecosystems is an absolute game changer because it is AI powered. We grok thousands of data points. We have a human-like brain that builds knowledge graphs and makes connections. And the way that we can really look at the true genetics of a partner is very different. I mean, how many of us have been so surprised when we look at our 23andMe results, which is looking at, endless reams of data about ancestry? That's what we're able to do now with AI. So when Dina asked me, "Hey, do you want to work together?" I said, "Yeah," because what an opportunity to change the conversation and truly be able to break that paradigm of 20% of partners delivering 80% of the revenue, because we've really got a technology that can actually do that. And the results are stunning, stunning, stunning. We just did an Ecosystem Chronicles episode with Amazon, and their SAP teams needed to go from one partner group to another. They would have had to do it manually, had to buy list, had to be consumed. And in just 6 months, they jumped from one fishbowl of partners to the other kind of partner that they needed. And they delivered triple digit increases in ARR, triple digit increases in the number of partner led customer deals, a 46% increase in deal sizes. I mean, it's really, really just absolutely so stunning the difference it can make.
Yeah, and that's because they embraced the intelligence, they embraced the data that they were getting from this tool, which is they'd never had access to anything like that before because it didn't exist, basically. But now that they were able to learn that information and learn which partners to target, they then were able to put their people on those partners in the best way. And they had the profiles, they had the ability to have those insights and be intentional about what to talk with those partners about, which is what we've been needing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And so, as we look at what the opportunity is now and what the opportunity is for partnership leaders everywhere, one of my favorite sayings is to embrace your board, right? Because in 2024, the best digital hunter wins. If your competitors can get there faster and beat down the path and have the game and wash up the dinner dishes by the time you get there, you're going to lose. So you need to take your professional expertise and combine it with current technology and be on the edge of that. Those are the people who are going to get the best jobs. Those are the people who are going to get the top jobs. Those are the people who are going to be able to protect their jobs in this crazy market that has had hundreds of thousands of people laid off and so many resources cut. And so when you can turn to a solution that very quickly can rock your ideal partner profile with bleeding edge AI technology platform and immediately change the game and deliver results like we just talked about with AI, that is a conversation that is very, very fun to be at the front of.
Yeah, it is. I mean, when we're working with our customers, always seeing like their, literally looks of surprise on their face when they learn certain things. It's amazing.
Yeah. So it's not very often that you really do a demo. A lot of demos are like, yeah, that's nice, and how's that compared to the competition? But when we're talking to people and we show them the platform, and you see people just sit back in their chair and realize what they can see now and how quickly they can change those results.
Yep.
That's a really big thing to be a part of. So definitely very different channel partners this year from the last and all these conversations that we're having.
That's right. Well, one of the things I really like to see is what you pay attention to determines what you see, but also what you miss. And when you're building an ideal partner profile, traditionally, your stakeholders get together, or maybe it's just the head of channel, and you put together a little profile of what that partner company needs to look like. But when you are able to look at it from a data-driven perspective, you now can look at all these extra things about the partners that you never took into consideration because you had blinders because you were focused. And now that you have access to see all of that data that maybe they're peripherally, working with other technologies and have other expertise and other partnerships and are actually focused on different verticals, it's a big light bulb that thing goes off because you can now look for partners based upon who they are and what they care about, and then find lookalikes so that you can replicate the same go-to-market better together story with the right partners, as opposed to trying to make them fit into what your focus mold of an IPP is.
The other thing that I think is so exciting about this is so often you think about, partner intelligence that's going to help me recruit.
Right.
I'm going to be able to find more. But there is a partner intelligence journey that happens within every channel ecosystem. That means that you need living data all the time, right? It's not just, hey, I have a new set of partners, I'm going to recruit them. Yeah, we hope to do a better job at that. But it also means within your existing partner ecosystem. Earlier we were talking to Glenn Robertson, if anybody heard that session, of the best place to recruit is from within with your existing partners. And when you can see who is a one and done and should be scraped off like a barnacle off the hull, right?
Right.
And who really is an excellent fit or a very good fit or a good fit that you can dial into more and be able to focus on who is it that really could be delivering more. And as a marketer, right? Product launches. It's part of the beast. It's part of your regular, everyday vernacular.
Yep.
So if I'm a cybersecurity company and I'm coming out with a new zero trust product, right? Hey, who within my partner ecosystem already specializes in zero trust? And by what region? And how big are they? Or which of my competitors are those partners working with? Because I've got a better mousetrap, and I'm going to go get them, or I'm going to stay away from them. Or what's my market opportunity for the product if I look at all the partners out there that I could be recruiting? Right? That instantly is such a powerful product launch view of what could be happening that we just didn't have access to before.
Well, that's one of the things I always think is so important is that, we oftentimes are working with the channel executives using our platform, but this is a C-suite decision, right? If you're the CEO or the CRO or the CMO of the company, and you really want to start to move the needle in your channel, if you have a better understanding of what your opportunity is, what is that total partner ecosystem opportunity, and understand how who they are and where they are, then you can build better strategies, better go to market. You can also justify investing or not in your partner programs. And that's a really important component and value for having access to partner intelligence.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I know that we're almost at time, so I will close it out by saying that 20% of partners deliver 80% of the revenue is a paradigm that can go away now. If that is what is happening in your ecosystem now, and your long tail is not wagging, then you are behind, and then you are in existential peril as a professional, because we are in an inflection point with technology that now allows you to come from a place of knowing and change that game. So I think this is an incredibly exciting time to be in the channel. The ecosystem conversation is a hot conversation, and there are tools like this now to absolutely change the insight and change the ability of people to accelerate their ecosystem and make that entire tail wag, or chop off the rest of it that's never going to wag because they're one and doners that shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Yep. And Kerry, as a marketer, what do you have to say about how an ideal customer profile compares with an ideal partner profile in terms of the relevance and importance of it?
Well, an ideal customer profile is who's that end user, and there's a completely different set of criteria of, what makes them successful. If I'm, selling marketing software to a, partner relationship management technology company, I was that person making that buy, who I am, what my role is, when's the last time I did my contract. Those are all the things that you want to know. Right? And am I the general revenue and employee count type of company that I would want? But when I'm looking at partners, I would be looking at a whole other thing of do they sell to that kind of company? Do they have experience in selling marketing automation platforms? Are they selling a tech stack of other technologies that usually get swept along with with those kinds of technologies. It's a completely different list of criteria to say, you're the person I want to tell to, and you're the person that can help me sell to that person. Very different muscle set. So it is, we are the partner intelligence company, and it is definitely the era of this. And if all of you out there have not braced your board to change how you break the paradigm of 20% of partners delivering 80% of the revenue, come and talk to us. We'd love to talk to you and how we can drive revenue and change the game for all of us in the channel.
Yep. Well, Kerry, thank you for being in the front screen today. You're usually always in the background, and you've made such an incredible difference to Partner Optimizer. I want to just thank you for that. And for everyone else, stay tuned. We actually have another guest coming up very soon. Her name is Nancy Ridge of Ridge Innovative, and she's going to be talking about partner intelligence when it comes to rocking the partner experience and customer experience. So looking forward to having Nancy on soon. She's an incredible thought leader in our channel as well, especially in the partner tech sector. And so thank you again, Kerry. Thank you, everyone. I'm looking forward to our next episode, and have a great show.
All right, you too. Thank you, Gina. Thanks everyone. Bye.